ইয়ে শেষ হইয়া গেছে, তো আপনি আমার বলছিলেন যে এটা কিভাবে ডাউনলোড করতে হয়। আমি নিজে নিজে ট্রাই করছি, বাট it's telling me to get a ticket. I think I don't know, এটা সেম কম্পিউটার হওয়ার কারণে এটা বলতেছে কিনা, মনে হয় আমার হাজবেন্ড ট্রাই করেছিল বিফোর ডাউনলোড করতে। I don't know, আপনি যদি আমারে দেখে দিতেন কিভাবে ডাউনলোড করতে। I want to keep on practicing so that I don't forget
Okay.
and get really used to ALM.
Okay, what happened is ALM, you need every time, you can do it on your own. It's very simple. I'll show you right now. You need a same email that you before. You cannot use that same email. You have to use a different email. Okay.
Okay.
Email address, they will ask for an email. So email address, you have to put a new email address. They will give it 30 days. So here, let me show you. So you're going to type trial version of HPLM, trial version. Okay, trial version of HPLM. So I click in there, and then let's see what it says. Limited. Okay, so IT quality management, trial, test management, quality center, HP. Let's see what it is. Quality center here, application lifecycle management software and solution, right? I think that's the one. So all I need here, trial version of HP ALM, right? Now here, application management, this is ALM, right? Let me click here, see what happens. So one second. Okay, so if I click here, one second, it should I'll send you the link, don't worry. Let me just find out first, okay? Okay,
then I can follow
trial software. One second, let's see. No, what I'm trying to say is all you need is a different email address, that's all.
Okay,
software security. No, not this one, I think the wrong place. Okay, here, let me send you this link, okay? One second, let me send you this. Okay, so I send you the link now here. Okay, ALM software trial and demo, right? So এখানে দেখেন বিভিন্ন টাইপের আছে, রাইট? এখন এইটা ASP SaaS, এটা হলো ক্লাউড বেসড। এটার মানে হলো আপনার নিজের কম্পিউটারে কিছু ইনস্টল করার দরকার নাই। It will be on the cloud. They will do everything for you, and you just do it from your computer, like linking basically. So let's do this version, middle one, free trial, and then I click in here. Okay. Now I have to fill out this form. Okay. Email, I have to put 1116. You have to put a new email, okay? Whatever we put before, it's not working. It will not work. Okay. 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 So that's all. The simple fill out this form and then sign up. Okay. So now it's going to send me an email whenever it is ready. See, this here says to complete the sign up process for application this check your email inbox and for an email from us. Okay, so email এর মধ্যে আপনার instruction আসবে that's all basically you need to do. You fill out this form, they will send you and then you do following. Now এখন একটা জিনিস এখানে যেটা করতে হয় আপনার, ইয়ার পরে আপনার জিনিসটা দেখায় আপনাকে। এইখানে এই যে সিকিউরিটি আছে দেখছেন, এই যে সরি সেটিংস, আপনি ইয়াতে যাবেন কিন্তু ইন্টারনেট এক্সপ্লোরারে, অন্য থিং আদার থিং ডাজন্ট ওয়ার্ক। ওকে,
জি
ইন্টারনেট এক্সপ্লোরারে এই যে ডান দিকে যে সেটিংস আছে, সেটিংসে গেলে আপনার ইন্টারনেট অপশনে যাওয়ার পরে আপনার সিকিউরিটিতে গেলে, যে সিকিউরিটিতে গেলেন না, যাওয়ার পরে আপনার যেটা করতে হয় ট্রাস্টেড সাইটে যাওয়ার পরে এই যে সাইটসে গেলে যাওয়ার পরে এখানে অ্যাড করতে হয়। হয় কি, আমি জিনিসটা আপনাকে বলি, আপনি তো ইমেলে আপনার একটা লিঙ্ক পাঠাবে যে এইখানে যে লগ ইন
জি
করতে হয়, রাইট? ওইখানে আপনি ক্লিক
জি
করবেন, ক্লিক করার পরে ইট ইট মে সে ইউ আর নট এবল টু ডু ইট, ইট মাইট।
জি
If it does, then you go here, you come here, like settings, and then security, and then trusted site, then you site, then you just add this site. That's all. Okay, that's what you do. And then you already set it up, so it should not be a problem. I don't think it maybe it will be a problem because you already have this set up, and that's why.
জি আপনি
Okay,
করছেন এইটা।
yeah. So that's all. That's all we need to do. Okay, with a new email, just make sure you have a new email, then you will be fine.
আচ্ছা মামা, এলএম তো আপনার ওয়েব বেসড অ্যাপ্লিকেশন, এখন না এটার কি আপনার ইউআরএল ওয়েব অ্যাড্রেস কি সেম ফর এভরি কোম্পানি, না এভরি কোম্পানি সামথিং অর সামথিং ইজ ডিফারেন্ট ইন দ্য ইউআরএল?
Every company's URL different, because আপনি যেই কোম্পানিতে কাজ করবেন হয় কি ওয়েব বেসড অ্যাপ্লিকেশন, কিন্তু এক জায়গায় তো সফটওয়্যারটা ইনস্টল করা থাকে, তাই না? ইটস সামওয়্যার
জি
দেয়ার। সো যেই কোম্পানিতে কাজ করবেন ওই কম্পিউটারের ওই কোম্পানির কম্পিউটারের মধ্যে এটা থাকবে, আপনাকে লিংক দিবে শুধু। আপনি যখন একটা কোম্পানিতে কাজ করবেন, এটা কিন্তু এইচপি থেকে hp.com এ আপনি যাবেন না, আপনি যে কোম্পানি থাকবেন ওই কোম্পানির মধ্যে থাকবে এটা ইনস্টল করা।
আই ওকে
ঠিক আছে? তো ওইটা আপনি করেন,
জি
আর এটা আমার এটা হইলে আমি এটা আপনার লিংক পাঠাইতে পারবো, অসুবিধা না, বাট ইউ ট্রাই ইট, লেটস সি ইফ ইট ওয়ার্কস অর নট। ঠিক আছে?
ওকে
হ্যাঁ,
ওকে
এখন আমরা এই ডাটাবেসটা ইনস্টলেশনে দেখবো, ডাটাবেস, হাউ টু ইনস্টল ডাটাবেস। তো এখন আমরা ওরাকলটা করব, বুঝছেন? ওরাকল ইজ দুইটা মার্কেটে খুব পপুলার, একটা হলো ওরাকল ডাটাবেস, একটা হলো সিকিউএল সার্ভার ডাটাবেস। আমার লেখা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন তো না?
জি
এখন দেখেন দুইটা সেম জিনিস, জাস্ট দুই কোম্পানির। একটা হলো ওরাকল ডাটাবেস, যেটা বলে ওরাকল ডাটাবেস, ওরাকল কোম্পানির, আর একটা হলো সিকিউএল সার্ভার, মাইক্রোসফট কোম্পানির। ঠিক আছে? এগুলো ডাটাবেস। এখন এটা মার্কেটে পপুলার, এছাড়া আরো আছে বার্ডিকা ডাটাবেস, এটা হলো এইচপি কোম্পানির। তারপরে টেরাডাটা আছে, এটা হলো টেরাডাটা কোম্পানির, ডাটা কোম্পানির নাম। আপনার মার্কেটে পপুলার আর কি সব ডাটাবেস আর কি, আপনার খুব ইউজ হয় আর কি আপনার। তারপর আছে মঙ্গো, ও তারপর আছে মাই এসকিউএল, তারপর আছে মঙ্গো ডিবি, হাডোপ। এগুলো হলো ডাটাবেসের নাম। ঠিক আছে? মার্কেটে চলে আর কি যেগুলো ডাটাবেস, আরো অনেক আছে এরকম, অ্যাটলিস্ট ইউ হ্যাভ 20 ডিফারেন্ট কাইন্ডস। মার্কেটে সবচেয়ে বেশি চলে হলো এই দুইটা, এটা ছাড়া মার্কেটে চলে যে এটা, মানে এইটা হলো, মনে করেন এই দুইটা হলো মার্কেটের, মনে করেন 50%, 60% ইজ জাস্ট দিস টু, মোর দেন দ্যাট, বুঝছেন? আর এটা হলো বাকিটা। আর তাছাড়া বাকিটা মানে এই দুটাও চলে, এই দুটাও খুব চলে, আর এটা ছাড়া এটা, এইগুলা চলে। এই তিনটা হলো, তিনটাই ফ্রি, কিন্তু এটাও ফ্রি ডাটাবেস, এটা ফ্রি আপনার, এটাও ফ্রি, ওপেন সোর্স আর কি, এগুলা ফ্রি।
ওইগুলো ওরাকল এন্ড সিকিউএল সার্ভার ওইগুলো ফ্রি না, তাই
না,
না?
ওগুলা ফ্রি না আপনার, ওগুলা।
But basically concept for every one of them are same, right?
এখন দেখেন, হ্যাঁ, এভরি ওয়ান অফ দেম সেভ। আপনি জিনিসটা অনেকটা ভাবে চিন্তা করেন, ওই যে আমরা গাড়ি চালাই না, আমরা গাড়ি কিনি, এখন এক এক গাড়ি কিন্তু আলটিমেটলি সব গাড়ি সেম, আপনার ইট উইল টেক ইউ ফ্রম পয়েন্ট এ টু পয়েন্ট বি, তাই না? এখন
জি
এক একটার কমফোর্ট একরকম। এখন কমফোর্টটা কি, আপনার কাছে যেটা কমফোর্ট, এটা তো আমার কাছে কমফোর্ট নাও হইতে পারে। তাই না?
জি
কমফোর্ট
জি
প্রয়োজন। এখন মনে করেন আপনার মনে করেন আমাদের ক্ষেত্রে we cannot buy a sports car. Now we need
জি
bigger car. We have kids, right? So that's why
জি
based on the company need, they buy database software. All of them does the similar thing. মানে they save database. They maintain database. They maintain information, right? All of them has data. All of them. That's the way. Like is taking from point A to point B. এখন একটা এক জিনিস ফাস্টার একটা স্লো। মনে করেন এই যে বার্টিকা টেরাডাটা আছে না, দিস আর মোস্ট পপুলার ফর ডাটা ওয়্যার হাউস। মোস্ট পপুলার এটাই হলো ডাটা ওয়্যার হাউসের জন্য খুব চলে আর কি। ডাটা ওয়্যারের জন্য খুব পপুলার এই দুটা, কথাটা বুঝছেন? এই দুইটা চলে আপনার ট্রানজ্যাকশনাল ডাটা চলে ওএলটিপি, ট্রানজ্যাকশনাল ডাটাবেস। ট্রানজ্যাকশনাল ডাটাবেস চলে, এটা ডাটা ওয়্যার হাউস, আবার এটা বলে ওল্যাপও বলে। আপনার আমরা এগুলো করবো, ডোন্ট ওয়ারি অ্যাবাউট ইট, হোয়াট ইজ ওল্যাপ, হোয়াট ইজ ওএলটিপি, নাথিং টু ওয়ারি, উই ক্যান টক অ্যাবাউট দিস। I'm just giving an high level idea আপনার। তারপরে this is same thing, this is also transactional database, transactional database. So MySQL is free, okay, this one is free, okay. And then okay, তারপরে এটা হলো অ্যানালিটিক্যাল। এখন অ্যানালিটিক্যাল আর ডাটা ওয়্যারহাউস সেম থিং অ্যাকচুয়ালি, ইটস লাইক রিপোর্টিং জন্য বেটার আর কি, রিপোর্টিং। এখন এইটা হলো আপনার মনে করেন আপনার ইয়ে এই হাডুপটা হলো এটার জন্য, আবার রেগুলার এটা হলো আপনার রেগুলার ডাটাবেস আর কি, ডাটাবেস আপনার। এখন রেগুলার ডাটাবেস শব্দটা আসলে ভুল হবে, এটা নো সিকিউএল ডাটাবেস, ডিফারেন্ট কনসেপ্ট। MongoDB is a different concept. You don't use certain things, I mean you don't need, it's not like same as this one, similar, not same, okay. এখন different, bottom line is we have different type of database in the market, okay, different type of thing. You buy thing based on your need. This is what I call SQL Server, MySQL does one kind of thing, but they all deal with data. This is the same thing, they all deal with data, but it's like different purposes concept wise. Hadoop is same thing, they deal with data. Like this is called big data. Big data meaning is a huge amount of data. This compared to this, let's say if they deal with like so 1 terabyte, it can deal with like say 100 terabyte, 1 petabyte, 1000 terabyte, that's why. But anyway, nothing, this is completely new to you, so don't worry about all this name and everything, you'll eventually get it, okay. So what you need to do on your spare time is very important, like for 10-15 minutes just browse in Google Oracle. What is Oracle database? Just read 10 minutes. What is SQL Server database? What is MySQL? And then what is Vertica? What is Teradata? Read like 10 minutes, okay. And then Hadoop. What is Hadoop? What is MongoDB? Just read. By reading, it's going to give you a lot of understanding about this IT industry, okay, conceptually. So you have to study though. It's nothing that you just I'm giving you and then that's it. No, you have to like do some research on your own. So that will boost your knowledge, general knowledge about IT. It's very important. Whenever you study one thing, it's going to lead to a different thing and then increase your knowledge. So make sure you just do a little bit of research on this one. You'll have a better idea. But these are all similar. Now, database, আপনার anything that we do like in application wise, those information saved somewhere, right behind the scene. We don't see it, but it is saving somewhere. এখন 1 second. এই যে দেখেন, এটা একটা ডাটাবেস, এটা হলো সিকিউএল সার্ভার মাইক্রোসফটের। আমি এখানে যেটা বললাম না আপনার সিকিউএল সার্ভার ডাটাবেস, এটা হলো যেটা এটা। এখন দেখেন খুব সিম্পল, চিন্তা করেন এই যে মনে করেন অ্যামাজন বলেন বা ফেসবুক বলেন, ইবে বলেন, all the information that আমরা এদেরকে অর্ডার পাঠাচ্ছি বা they are doing something is saving somewhere, those information. এখন যেখানে সেভ হয় এটা একটা স্টাক, এই যে এক্সেল আছে না, ইউ ওয়ার্ক অন এক্সেল, ইউ নো রাইট?
I did work on Excel, but আমি এত এক্সপার্ট না। ওই যে সায়েন্স ক্লাসের মধ্যে যে আপনার ওই গ্রাফ করতে হইতো আর টেবল বানাইতো, that's all I know. এর থেকে বেশি কিছু জানি না।
Okay, no, that's fine, but I'm just saying Excel, the same thing in database actually. Excel and database is the
Oh,
same thing. Like say if this is a look like say this one, let me show you one thing. I'm copying this one, copy, right? Let me open an Excel. I just copy this one, right? You saw this, right? I say select all, and all I did copy, right? And then let me open an Excel. See, this is an Excel, right? So let me just paste it. One second. See, I just paste it, right? So tell me, isn't the same thing that I like in Excel, right? See, this is Excel, right? I just copied it from there. All I did, whatever information I have here, as you can see, right? I have it in here. I just copied it there. So they are similar thing. Now in here in database is more organized. You can do more things. That's all. In Excel, the most probably you can do is 1 million record or something like that. Or after that it gets slow or something, do certain things, right? This one. Now this one you can store billions of record, not millions, billions of record. And you can do a lot of other things. This is like much better than Excel. Excel, if you understand the concept of Excel and database is same thing. It just database is much better. It's like driving a Hyundai and driving a Mercedes or a Ferrari. That's the difference.
okay.
You can do much more thing with this database thing. Now, like say, I want to delete this. I want to delete this record, right? This record, I want to delete. This is the record, I want to delete. So all I do, I right click and I put delete, right? I can do the same thing here. I can do not like right clicking and delete, but there is a way to delete this one. Okay, I can delete this record if I want to. So is Excel, if you understand the Excel concept, you will understand database concept. Both of them, this one saving database, right? Saving, let's say, employee record or something. It's saving some information, sorry. Saving some information. Same thing here, saving some information. So database is basically nothing but a place where we can save information. That's it. Database is nothing but a place where we can save information. এখন মনে করেন আমরা we can save in Excel. Why database? It's more secure and it can be online. মনে করেন Excel, you cannot, if you have it in your computer, I cannot use it from there. Every time, like multiple people cannot use at the same time, right? If you have an Excel, 200 people cannot use the same time. In database, yes, 500 people, 1 million people can use at the same time. There's a more, it's like I said, it's driving a Honda and driving a Ferrari. You can do a lot more in the database. More flexibility, more things can be done, more people can be used, and security wise is very much secure. No unauthorized person can use it. And then Excel, let's say if I delete this one, it will be gone completely. But a database, if you delete something by mistake, you can get it back most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. So there is a lot of flexibility, a lot of option in database. So for our understanding,
আবার রিট্রিভ করা কঠিন, মানে রিট্রিভ আমি এত বুঝি না এক্সেল। আমার এত প্র্যাকটিস করতে হয় নাই। যতটুকু করছি লাইক একবার কইলা গেছে, আরেকবার করতে হয়, আমার রাগ উঠে।
No, that's fine. I'm just saying, if you know Excel, that's all. I'm not saying to working wise you have all the knowledge. No, all I'm saying, you play with Excel, let's say. That's all I need to know. If you play with Excel, this is the same thing. Now, see, at the beginning, we have column heading, right? We have column heading at the beginning, right? Same thing. See this? This is the column heading. It says business entity ID, person type, and then what is this? Name, style, title, first name, middle name, right? That's the column, right? That's the column heading, right? This is the column heading, the first line. And then this is the all row. We call it row, right? This is one row, this is another row, this is fourth row. I want you to understand the concept of this. This is the first line is the column heading. You clear on this one? This is the column heading, right? Column name. This is the column name. And then underneath, everything is a row. right?
জি
Column heading, and then everything, the whole thing is a row. Or sometimes we call it also record. Either we call it row or record. Okay, you can call it a record also. So this is like row number 2, this is row number 3, row number 4. Okay, this is one row, this is another row, this is another row. Now let's say this one, let's say this one, this is a field. Okay, three things here, three things. One is called column, and then row, and then field. Okay, so what is column? This one, this is a column, right? Not, this is a column,
জি
this is another column, this is
জি
another column, right? Now this is a row,
জি
this is row, this is another row, this is another row. Now individually, if I click anywhere, just one piece, I'm clicking here, this is a field, this is a field, this is a field, this is a field. Okay,
জি
clear on this one, these three things?
জি জি
Okay,
জি
so this thing we call a table, this thing we call table. Okay, we call it a table. In a table, what we have? In a table, we have column, right? We have column, and we have row,
জি
and individually we call them a field. Clear?
জি
So now what is a table? Table is a place where we store information, right? What is a table? If somebody asks you what is a table? Table is a place in a database where we store information, right?
জি
That's it. So this table is a place where we store information. This is database. Now see, this is a SQL server database, right? We need to install it in our computer to practice. Okay, so how do I do that?
জি
So in Google, I'm gonna type this, download Oracle Express. This is what I do. All I put is this. Okay, I put this, download Oracle Express. Okay, now
জি
see, it says it says Oracle Database Express Edition, fine. It says Oracle Database Express Edition 11G, right? I'm clicking here 11G. Okay, this one I'm clicking.
জি
Now here, see, it came to download page. Now I have to accept the license agreement, right? I'm accepting it. So here it may ask you to do a registration. I mean, like simple form fill up kind of thing. It may ask you. So if it does, because I already have one, that's why it didn't ask me. But it may ask you, I mean, probably it will ask you, put your sign in information, login information. So if you cannot log in, that means you have to create an account. So that create account is nothing but your name, address, and I mean name, and email address, phone number. Those are the information, basic. Okay, you can put wrong information in there if you want to, everything wrong, but make sure your email address is right, because, and make sure your email address is right, and you know the password, because every time you log in here you will need that password and email address. Okay, name and everything you can put wrong, nothing. So here, once we are here, what is your operating system in your computer?
operating Windows 7
Windows 7, right? Okay, if it's Windows 7, then it should be 64-bit. So here it says Oracle Database Express Edition 11G 2 for Windows 64. Okay, 64 is the operating.
মামা আমি একটা আপডেট কইরা উইন্ডোজ 10 করছি
Okay, fine, not a problem. I just need to know if it's 32-bit or 64-bit. Now, how do you find out is, let me show you one.
oh we have to go somewhere over here
Yeah, here. If you go
control
control
panel
panel, first you need to go control panel. You go system. See the system, and then it will tell you is 34 AC, 64-bit system type, 64-bit, right? So if you say 64-bit is a 64, if it is 32 is a 32. Is it 64 or 32? Either one. So if it's a 32, you click here. If it's a 64, then you click there. Okay. So we are clicking here. Yeah.
আপনি আমাদের বলতেছেন যাওয়ার জন্য গিয়া দেখার জন্য এটা 32 না 64
Yes.
ওকে আমি কন্ট্রোল প্যানেলে গেছি এখন কোথায় বলছেন ক্লিক করার জন্য মামা
সিস্টেম আছে, দেখেন এখানে অনেকগুলো আছে না, there is a place for system, SYSTEM, system.
ওকে ওকে got it
So if you click system,
সিস্টেমের মধ্যে আছে
If it's a 10, then it's 64 for sure. But
Oh, it's in system type, which is a 64-bit operating system.
okay, that's all you need to know. So now then if it's 64, you click here. Okay, see this link, you click here. So I'm clicking here. See, it's asking for signing thing. Okay, now let's say you will not have it, so you have to create an account. Okay, you have to create an account. Now I already have it, so I put this. But creating an account is very simple. It's like I said, put your name and phone number and email address, things like that. Very simple. It's free. So I sign in, and then in the left side, do you see that it's downloading? Okay, so it's going to download, right? This is one thing. Now we have to do two things. We have to download two things. This is number one. Okay. Number two, what I call SQL developer. Okay, SQL developer. Now this is a database itself, and this is a tool to use the database. This is like a engine. This is like your software, main database. Both of them are software, but this is the database itself. Database. Now to connect to the database, let's say this is what I'm talking about. Let's say I want to delete this record. Delete this. How do I delete it? How do I delete it? Now I have to use a tool to delete it. Use it basically. Anything I do here, anything I want to do here, I need to use a tool. So for this one, I use this tool. This is come from Oracle, is free. Okay. So this, I mean, this is like I said, don't worry, is fresh thing for you. It will be confusing initially, but eventually after a week or so, you'll be fine. Okay. It's a few things like sounds confusing, I know, but you'll be fine. So I need, this is the database itself. This is the database, right? This is database, and this is the tool to use database. Tool to use database. Okay, this is the tool you need to use in the database. Okay. Now we are installing the database also already. I mean, downloading. Not okay. It's done. Oh, that was quick. Downloading. So this is one thing we download. Now let me just show in folder. Okay. So I have it right here. So I just copied it. Let me put it separate somewhere so that I can track it. I'm just putting it somewhere Oracle, okay, so that I can track it. Okay, so I put it here. So this is I downloaded, right? Now I'm downloading another thing. What is that? Oracle SQL developer. Okay, so first I did in Google, right? I put this in Google, right? Right, google.com. Google. I type this Express, and then now I'm doing this one, right? Oracle SQL developer. So I put download.
এইটার জন্য কি আমার কোনো স্পেসিফিক ব্রাউজারের রিকোয়ারমেন্ট আছে না? Any browser is fine.
No, any browser. You don't need browser. Database, when you use database, you don't need browser. It's not cloud. It's not.
No, okay, download.
Okay, you can open anything. Just make sure you go in Google and then put this one. Download SQL developer. Download. I put here. Download Oracle SQL developer. That's all. Okay, that's all I'm typing. So now, as you can see here, see the SQL developer download, SQL developer Macintosh. I don't want the SQL developer download 4.0.3, SQL developer download 4.0.1. Different version you have, right? Basically, so I put anything. Let's say I put here, okay? Different version. See, so now here, same thing again. It says 32-bit, 64-bit, right? 32-bit, 64-bit. Hold on, let me show you. 1 second. One second. Okay, just looking at something. Just 1 second. Okay, let me send you this link. Probably it will be better. I don't know yet, but let me see. Hopefully, this is better. Let me see first if it's right. So here I'm downloading. Okay. Oh, it went to the same place. Oh, okay, okay. So documentation expression note. Okay. So it's 4.1. Okay. So I put download. Okay. So I'm downloading, right? So let me send you this link. Okay, this is the link. Okay. Okay. So it's downloading right now. Okay. So it's downloading now. I will have two things basically. Uh, okay. So one, this is one, right? Another one is downloading, right? So give it a minute. I think 2 minutes left. Okay. So once download, then I'll put them together. Okay. Now, one thing I have to do, this one is zip. As you can see, right? It says zip file. You can see. I mean, on the right side, as you can look, it also says zipped, right? So it's zip file. So zip file, what do we do zip file? Because zipped file meaning is like whenever you send some file from one computer to another by a mail or something, when you zip them, it's like compress. So the memory is less. It takes like goes from one place to another faster. That's all. In email or something, transferring wise. We have to unzip it. So how do I unzip? I right click. Okay, I right click the file and then it's extract all. Extract all. I click in here and then I can choose the folder here. I'm doing the same folder right here. So I'm clicking extract. Then now see another folder is created. Okay. Okay. So now let's just to check. Let's say this one it says property. It says how many size? 316 megabyte. Wow. And this one 300. So now there's a G. Why is the same was showing? Okay, because of the G probably. So I don't need this file. Okay, this file G because it's the same one, right? Same file. So I don't need it.
Okay.
So I'm deleting this. I'm just deleting this one because like I said, I don't. All I need is this file. Okay. So now let's see if it's downloaded completed. Okay, this one it's completed. So I'm clicking here, showing the folder where uncompress. Oh, still is downloading. I think it's a little bit left. But now it's complete. Okay, here. So I'm doing the same thing. All I'm doing is just taking from the download folder to a different folder. That's all I'm doing for organize, nothing else. You can do it over there also. So now I have it here. Same thing. Right click and then extract all. Same folder I selected. So it's extracting. Why is so slow? So next week you're gonna have all the what do you call that? All these question ready, right? And then we'll talk.
মামা আমার কোয়েশ্চেনস রেডি আমি একেবারে টাইপ কইরা অর্গানাইজ কইরা সবকিছু রাইখা দিছি বাট নেক্সট উইক জিজ্ঞেস করব না আজকে এটা
Okay.
কইরা ফেললি
Let's start the database. I mean installing and everything. Okay, so anyway, it takes few minutes. I don't know why it's taking that long to unzip, but
মামা আমার 2টা মিনিট দিবেন আমি আর মেয়েটারে ভাত দিয়ে আসি
হ্যাঁ কোনো অসুবিধা নাই. It's downloading anyway. So yeah,
ওকে মামা থ্যাংক ইউ
okay.
না আমি বলছি ওকে
Oh, okay. So আপনার I don't need this. Oh, one minute, this one. সো বেসিক্যালি এই জিনিসটা আপনার কোনো কনফিউশন আছে মানে এই জায়গাটায় এই অল আই ডিড
ওই ডাউনলোডের পরে
হ্যাঁ প্রথম তো যে আপনি ডাউনলোড করলেন ডাউনলোড করার পর রাইট ক্লিক and then you extract right for both of them right
ওকে
for both of them and then one by one the first one you're going to go here and then this you do setup right to set up and then this one will do we don't need any setup actually because this is how it comes. I'll show you. Let's finish it. I'll show you. This is very simple. Okay, so and then that's it. Okay, one second. Okay, so whenever we download it, then this is how it will look after installation and everything. This is how it's going to look. Okay, this is how it's going to look. So I think that this is font is very small, right? You don't see it, right?
রাইট নাও জি আমার মনে হয় আপনার নেটওয়ার্ক কানেকশনের একটু স্লো বোধহয় আজকে কারণ আপনি যা বলতেছেন এটা কিছু দেরিতে দেরিতে আমি দেখতেছি উইচ ইজ ফাইন আপনার ভিডিও দেখে আমি এটা ক্যাচ আপ করতে পারবো পিক আপ অন দ্যাট হ্যাঁ ফোনটা একটু ছোট এখন দেখতেছি একটু ছোট
Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. One second, I do. Okay. Is it better now or no?
Much better, Mama.
Much better. I can make it a little bit bigger. Oh, no, 1 second. Is it okay now? Is it okay?
जी जी जी
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, is going to look like this. Okay. So basically, see, as you can see here, this is our table, right? This is our table in before, like similar thing. Okay. This is the same thing like our table. So this is the one row. This is another row. This is all row, right? This is all row. And this is column. This is individual column. This is the column, right? This is the column, right? This is another column, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 column. And then if I click on anything here, just individually, that's called field or record, right? This is a record, this is a record, or this is a field, okay? Not record, field is called, right? These three things. Okay. So we know how to install the database, and I'll show you how to connect it, and that's it. And we have a table understanding about the table structure, right? Now, see here, I want to see, I put that information. What is database? Basically where I put all the information. Now in a database, we have table, like this is a one table. If I go here, don't worry about this infrastructure and all these things. It's very simple, nothing complicated. We'll learn it, one by one. I mean, day by day, but it's nothing. See here, this is my database. The left side, as you can see, this is a database I have. Now in the table, if I click on the table here, right, I have tables, right? I click in here. all these things is a table. All these thing is an individual table. Like say EMP. EMP is one table. Let's say this, look here at the left side. See, the left side I have EMP, right? You can see EMP. This is a table. And then info.
What does EMP stands for?
What?
What does EMP stands for?
Oh, is a name of a table. Is a name. Let's say this Excel file. This Excel file, right? I'm saving it. I'm saving it in the computer. I'm saving it. I'm naming it. Let's say my data, right? My data. I'm saving it. This is my data, right? So what is my file name? My data. This file name is my data, right? Same thing. Let's say this is my data. So this information, like this is a one Excel sheet, right? This is one Excel sheet. I put it my data. Same thing individually. This is, you can think this is one Excel. This is another Excel. This is another Excel. See, if I click in here, you can see this is like table like structure. I'm clicking here. This is another Excel. This is another Excel. This is another Excel. It's just a different name. Okay, just a different name. So this is one Excel, you can think. This is another Excel. This is another Excel, right? Which in database we don't call it Excel. We call it table. That's all. Let's say this one, right? This is what I'm doing. I'm selecting all, and then I'm copying them. Select all, copy, and then the Excel. If you look, the Excel new. I'm just saving. I'm putting it here. That's all I'm doing. See, this is an Excel, right? This is an Excel, right? Simple table. Look, same thing as a table, right? Same thing as a table, right? Okay. So in database, we just saving in database. So individually, like individual Excel sheet has a name, right? Same thing. This is one name. This is another. This is another. So we call it table. That's all. We just call it a table. In a table, we have column and row, right? In a table, we have, like this is one column. This is another column. This is another column. And this is row. 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, 4 rows. We have 4 rows here. And individually, this is a cell. In Excel, we call it cell, right? In Excel, we call it cell. And in database, we call it field. No. Like remember in Unix, we used to call what in Windows we call folder, but in Unix we call it directory. Same thing, but just a different name. It's like that. Okay. So we have information in this table. Like say this is a table, DEPT, right? DEPT is a table. I can see we have information there, right? We have a table, it's called EMP. I have information there. I want to see the information. How do I see? Let's say this is the table info, right? Info. The left side, as you can see, info table, right? I want to see information in info. How do I see it? So I write this select star. Star means all. Star means all. Select star from info. That's it. And semicolon. Like instead of, whenever we finish a line, we put full stop, right? Here we put semicolon. Semicolon means end of line. Complete. Whole thing is complete. So if I run this, see this one, right? It says a play button, play. If I play here, it's running it. It's giving me all the information from this info table. Okay. Now say LOB, another table. So if I delete this, if I put LOB, and then I click run, play button is giving me the information. Okay. So this is how we see the information. We're gonna go back and learn all these things like statement wise. Okay, so looks like it's done. So what I'm going to do here I don't need this, right? The GP is done, so I'm deleting this. So I have two things, right? This one I already show you, just set up and then go forward, just make sure you know the password things. I remember. And this one, what I'm going to do, I'm double clicking. Okay, see, all I need to do here is nothing. Just click on this one, just double click. That's all. Okay. So if I double click one here, this is what happens. This one opens up like this. Like this. That's all. This is what's going to happen if you double click. Exactly this is going to happen. Okay. So so you're going to install it, and then we're going to connect it with the database. I'll show you the next class because you need to install it, otherwise I cannot show. Okay, so make sure you
Okay.
install, make sure you have it installed, and then whenever you install, uh, if you have any problem installing, you let me know before next week. Okay, so then we don't want to go through and installing it again. I want to make sure that you have it. So once you have it here, then
আমার
you,
কোনো প্রবলেম যদি হয় ইনস্টল করতে আপনাকে সাথে সাথেই জানাইয়া চলতাম নেক্সট
yes,
উইকের ওয়েট না কইরা।
yes,
ওকে।
yes. I just want to have it, make sure. Now, once you click in there, right, you're gonna have similar thing, not exactly 100%, because I use some of it. So here you're gonna have something like that. Okay, something like that. So here, see this plus button. In the plus, you're gonna click here. You're gonna click here. Okay, once you click here, see, this is the information. It's gonna come like that, right? Now, see, it says host name local. That's fine. Port this thing. See this. Don't worry about this. Now here you can put anything. You can put like say uname. Let's say you're putting here uname. Now username. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me see if it's work or not. Okay. So here's the thing. The connection name, you can put any name. You can put just uname. Like I said, you can put this. Okay. Now here username, you're going to put this system. Make sure it's all capital. Make sure it's all capital. Okay. System, username is system, SYSTM system. You can see the writing, right? Can you see it or too small?
টু স্মল, বাট আপনার যখন আমি ইউটিউবে এটা দেখে দেখে করবো আপনি তো বলতেছেন
Right.
বলতেছেন ইট শুড বি আ প্রবলেম।
Okay. So you're going to put system, SYSTM system, all capital. Okay. And the password here, you're going to put the password. Remember, I told you the password. You're going to put the password.
জি।
Okay. Remember. And then you're going to click in this save. Okay. You're going to click in this save. And then, here, the button you're going to click in there, put the password, username, and the connection name, you're going to put anything. And then you're going to have the host name. See, it says local host. It should be already there. It should be already there when you click the plus sign on the left side. If it's not there, you type localhost, all lowercase. Localhost, 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 all lowercase. And then port is 1521. It should be there. If it's not, you type it in there 1521. And SID is XE, lowercase, XE. Okay, that's it. After that, you click on test. You click on test. And on the left side, as you can see, it's a status success. If it is success, that means you are connected. Your connection is fine. You are good. Now, if it's not success, it might say something like that. See, it says error or something like that, right? That means something wrong. Okay. So you're going to click on text, success, everything is fine. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to do, see, save password and everything. You're going to connect. If it's a success, first you're going to do this, right? Test, success, and then you're going to do connect. See on the left side, see, your name is there now. I put it. So what are you going to do? You're going to click on the left side on the plus sign. Plus. Can you hear me?
জি মামা।
Okay. Okay. So you're going to click on the left side, and then here table, right? It says first of all your name, and then left side click, and then table left side you click in here, and then you're going to see all this thing. Okay. All these table name, it's individual table. It's like Excel sheet that I told you, a lot of them, right? So what are you going to do here? If you type, let's say you're going to type this just to try. You're going to put SEL, select star from EMP and semicolon, and then you're going to click the button. And if you see something like that, that means you are all good, all set. If you don't see, something is wrong. Okay. So you understand now. That's all you're going to do. You're going to in the box, you're going to click in this button. Okay, like here. From here, double click, and then double click, and then you're going to come all the way bottom. It's a SQL developer. You click, and then something like this is going to open, and then you click on the left side. You're going to click on the green button. Right, click on the green button, and on the green button, you're going to put anything here. You can put anything here, you name or whatever. And here you're going to put system, and here you're going to put the password you want. I mean, not you want. password that you already had before, right? And then you're going to click here in the save, and then here you're going to do the test. It should say success. It should success here. I just put randomly, that's why it's success, and then you put connect. Make sure it's a success. That's all. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about something else a little bit. Okay, installation, it should be good. Not necessarily you will be, but if any issue, you call me. Like say if you do it tomorrow, you call me tomorrow that you are having trouble, I'll call you. It doesn't matter if I'm at work, still fine. I can talk at least. Yeah, I mean I cannot see it, but when I come home, probably I can see, share the screen and then do things. Okay, and then. Yeah, my thing is whenever you do it, if you have an issue, you text me that you tried it, it's not working, I need to call you. Okay. Okay, now see here I have a like, see, this is a select, right? Select, this is a special meaning to the database. Special meaning. Select, what the select means, it has a meaning to the database. Okay, we have different, like in Unix, remember we have a command, different kinds of command we put, right? That we have to memorize, and every command has a meaning to it. Same thing, database, we have a different kinds of command. Like select is a command. We have different commands, like we have select, right? Select, we have insert, we have update, we have delete. Okay, these different kinds of commands we have, and we need to know all of it. Not a lot, we have some of it, few of them. We need to memorize and understand what we do each of it. Okay, we need to understand. 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so আমাদের আপনি আছেন ওখানে?
জি মামা।
ওকে, সো এই কমান্ড গুলো আমাদেরকে মুখস্থ করতে হবে, কিছু কমান্ড মনে রাখতে হবে আর কি। ইভেনচুয়ালি মুখস্থ হয়ে যায়, বাট প্রথমে একটু মুখস্থ করতে হয় আর কি পড়ে। এখন এই কমান্ড গুলা
এগুলো কি হ্যান্ডআউট আছে আপনার কাছে যে আপনি আমাকে পাঠিয়ে দিতে পারবেন, সো দ্যাট ইফ আমি লেখার আই ক্যান লুক এট देम, or আমি ভিডিও দেখতে
I have
ইজি হয়। ওকে মাম।
1 second.
সমস্যা হইতেছে মামা, আগে আমি যে কাজ 1 ঘন্টায় করতে পারতাম, এখন আমার 5 ঘন্টা লাগে। বাচ্চা হয়েছে তো, 10 মিনিট পরে পরে কোনো কিছু হইয়া যায়, দেন I come back again to the square one to see what I did. অনেক টাইম লাগিয়া যায় তখন।
Yeah. Yes. So I can send you this. It's like about 200 slide. Okay.
200. Okay, mama.
Okay. Let me send you now. Okay, 1 second because I'll forget later. Okay. Okay, done. So, I mean, ওখানে যে সব slide আছে, yes, every single one is very useful, but we will not or we may not follow the sequence. ঠিক আছে, the order
Okay.
যেভাবে আছে we may not follow, but আপনার হলো কি যখনই একটা ক্লাস করব তার আগে পরে whenever you want you can go through, definitely that will be very helpful, about 200 slide, so of course it will be helpful if you can complete. So first thing we need to know, see, this command is very important. See, like I said, this is some commands we need to know, right? Now let me write it here, so then make sure you write it, take a notes and memorize those. It's very important to memorize. It's like a command. Every single command has a special meaning. Let's say if we want to see information from a table, I have a table here, right? Let's say this is my table. I have a table, what? EMP is a table, right? Is a table. I want to see from this table. I want to see. So if I want to see from what table, I want to see from EMP, right? I want to see from EMP. Now, if I want to see, I have to put select star, star meaning all. So see, this is a keyword to see the information from a table. This is a keyword, select. So I need to know that. So everything there is a, I mean, for everything there is a some commands like that, which we need to know. Okay, so we're going to go through all of this in details later on. 1 second. Okay, so we're going to talk, but let me just show you this command first. Is a category, is a different commands falls under different category. One is called DDL. It's called data definition language. Okay, for this one we have select, insert, update, delete, truncate. Select, insert, update. No truncate, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Sorry. Create, alter, drop, rename, truncate. trun, trun. So create, alter, drop, rename, truncate. Okay, so these are the commands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commands is called DDL. It's called DDL. Okay, so DDL has 5 commands. Okay, data definition language. Okay, so in this one, what we do basically, for this one we create database object. create or modify, update, whatever, create database object. This is what we do in DDL. Okay, this is one time. You need to memorize two things from here. One is DDL, and then these 5 commands. That's all. Create, alter, drop, rename, truncate. Okay. Now, second thing is, it's called DML. Okay, it's called data manipulation language. Data manipulation language. So here we have select, insert, update, delete, merge. Okay, merge. Select, insert, update, delete, merge. Merge actually we don't use much, so you don't need to memorize. That's fine. But if you memorize these 4, is fine. Select, insert, update, delete. These 4 things you need to memorize. If I ask you what is DDL, then you're going to say is create, alter, drop, rename, truncate. If I ask you what is DML, then you're going to say insert, update, delete, and then insert, update, delete. 4 things, right? Select, insert, update, delete. 4 things. Okay, you're gonna tell me this delays. So here what we do, basically we see change or modify, right? Modify data, right? Change, modify, delete, basically delete records in the database, right? If we see, we all we do is, if we need to change something or modify or delete record, we use DML. Okay. So this is DML, and then we have another thing is called DCL, data control language. Data control language. These are data control language. We have grant and revoke. Revoke. Okay, R-E-V-O-K, revoke. So here we either give or take back permission of our data to data, so that basically if you have a data in your table in the database, nobody else can see unless you tell them, give them permission. Okay, you have to give them permission so that other people can see your data. We use this kind of command for this one. Okay, and then another is TCL, transition control language.
ইউনিক্সের মধ্যে ইউনিক্সে একটা আছে কয়েকটা ওই যে আপনি বলছিলেন যে ওইটা কি কোয়ের করে ফেললে ও কে দেখতে পারবে না, এরকম, তাই না?
Yes. That's all. Okay, so 5, how many things we have? 5 things, right? 4 things, right? One is DDL, one is DML, one is DCL, one is TCL. Okay, so in DDL we have 5 things: create, alter, drop, rename, truncate. Create, alter, drop, rename, truncate. DML we have select, insert, update, delete, right? And then DCL we have grant and revoke, and TCL we have commit, rollback, and save point. Okay, so altogether how many I have? 5, and 4 is 9, 2 11, and then 3 is 14, right? There's 14. You need to memorize. Okay, it's very important to memorize.
That's all.
What happened?
That's all I have to memorize. These are all the commands I have to memorize.
These are all the commands. Yeah, you need to memorize.
Oh.
Okay, now is 2 things here. Memorizing the command is one thing, and another thing is which command falls under what. Okay, like say if the interview, sometimes they ask you what is rename. Rename is under DDL. What is delete is under DML. What is save point? It's under TCL. Okay, they might ask you what are the TCL command. They might ask you what are the DML command. Okay, or they might ask you what is revoke command. Okay, so two-way, right? Is 4 different kind. We
जी
have 14 of them. So please make sure before the next class you memorize all of it. Okay, it's very
I'm
important.
much better than you, Weeks now.
No, there is a much more than
You wanted so much.
no, there is some other thing. Okay, so these are the command we need to memorize, and then we're gonna go through one by one and understand what we can do. We can do a lot in one. In one, it's not like one thing; it does multiple things. Okay, so let's just select. Let's say here select. We just see what select does, right? We see here
जी
what is our here, right? We just select. So things like that, we're going to go through all of it one by one, and then we're going to find out what we can do with this. Now, another thing is here, as you can see, if we run this, what do we see? Okay, see here, this column, right? This column has all number, right? Right?
जी
Number. Now, in all, this is like a letter. There is no number in here, no number. Now, job type, right? Job, there is no number, all letter. Here is a number, as you can see, manager ID, basically. Hire date, what is this? Is it date? Is it date? Is a different type, right? Different type of
जी
number is the date is also a number, alphanumeric, as a number and letter, right? Date. And then salary, this is
जी
all money, right? Amount, right? Then also commission is also amount, and the department number is number. Now, what I'm trying to show here, each column has one type of information, specific type. What I mean by that is hire date. Everything you see is all date, nothing but date, right? All you can see date, date, date. You don't have a name here. You don't, right? There is all date. Here, all number. There is no letter here. There is no letter. So what we learn from here that each column contain a specific type of information, specific type. It could be the number or letter or date or money, right? This is amount. This is a, see, this is also number, but there is a difference between this number and this number. See, it's an employee number. Let's say you work, you have an employee ID, right? Let's say your employee ID is, let's say your employee ID number was 2120, right? But can your employee ID is 212.5? No, right?
no
It cannot be. But here this is salary. It could be like this. It could be $2,100, $20.50, right? So both of them are number. Both of them, as you can see, a number, but two different type of number. One could be a decimal because this is amount, money. Other one is an ID number. It cannot be decimal, right?
जी
So we have each column has specific type of information, specific type. Like say this one date. If you put anything without date, it's not going to take it. It's not going to. If you put anything that is not date, it's going to decline. It's going to throw an arrow. It's going to so I cannot take it. I have how many record I have here? 14 record, right? 14 line, right? If I put one more record here, and by mistake in the date, if I put let's say a number or a name, it's not going to take. It's going to throw an arrow. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Everything has a specific type of information. So we have different type in the table. We have different type. Let me show you here. This is employee, right? Where is EMP here? If we click here, data columns. See here what I did here. How do you go there? If you want to see everything, this is what you do. Table, right? I double click in here. Now here is a lot of things coming up here, right? It says column and then data, constraint, grants. We'll see all these things. But say column, see employee number, right? First column, it says number. It can take only number. See here hire date, it can take only date, right? It says salary. See salary, it can take decimal point. See 0.7, 2. That means after decimal, it can take up to 2 points. But here, as you can see, it can take 4 letters, but after decimal, nothing. It says 0. Okay, so it can take number. Barricade means character, only character. Okay, and then this is a date. So different type we have. Each column contain different type. Now we need to know what are these type. Okay, so it's called data type. this is what? What is all this about? Oops. What is this? If you look, this is all data, right? All data. Now, each column contains one type of data. Each column has specific type of data, right? Each has specific type. This is number, this is character, this is character, this is number, this is date, this is also number, this is number, right? This is number, specific type. So what are all these types? It's called data types. We have different type of data types, right? If you put any character, right? Character has two types. One is called char. Now I put bracket, I put n. N means how many character do you want? That's why n. It could be like, say, n could be 5. Okay, so that's why I just put n character, or you can put varchar. What is the difference? Varchar 2 actually. Now, what is character? What is varchar? We're going to talk it later. Okay, don't worry about this. It's very simple thing. Very simple. Okay, nothing to worry. So this is one type. Characters. If we have character, then we can have two types. We can use character, char, char, or varchar. Okay, and then for number, if we have any number, right, then we call it number. Number, like what is P, what is L, we're going to talk it later. Okay, P means precision, and S means scale. Okay, scale. Now this is means after decimal, and this is total number including decimal. Okay, I'm going to talk in details. Don't worry about right now. Right now, you need to memorize those. For memorization, what you need to know, I'm just giving you those information. That's all. Okay. Now let's say if I have a number, say 3, and then I put 1. What that means is actually, it means I can have a number. Let's say 4.5. I can have 4. Now 5 means after decimal I can have only one letter. If I put 5, is going to give an error, because after decimal I can have only one number. I cannot have 2. Now 3 means all together how many I can have? All together I say 3. That means I can have all together 3. Now I have 1, 2, so I can have one more. Maximum. So all together I have 3. Now if I put one more here, all together how many I have? 4. Is going to throw an error. Okay, so that's all it means. That means that all together can be have 3, but after decimal it can have 1 maximum. Now if you don't put anything, then it's fine, but maximum it can be 1. Okay, that's all. So that's all about the number. Okay, now for date, right? Date, I have few kinds. I have date, I have timestamp, Now what it means, like date, right? Date, if I have something like that, let's say date is format is this. Date format is there is a format like day, month, year. Like let's say for today, if I put today is 6, right? I can put 6 November 16. Okay, so it can put only date like this in this format. Okay, now timestamp is same, like say 06 November 2016, and then 16, and then you can put also time in there. Timing meaning, let's say right now is 09:46 and 39 seconds. Okay, this is how the timestamp meaning you have date and time, both things, date and time. But if we put only date, that means you can put only date, no time in there. Okay, now timestamp with zone means, that means actually this thing, and then plus, let's say plus 0439. This is like, remember, like time zone, or like in our, we call it EU time zone is what, CST, right? CST?
I don't know.
No.
আমি জানি শুধু Eastern. Okay.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
like our time zone is EST, right? EST. Your time zone is CST. And then in California, they put specific time zone.
Yes.
So different area has different time zone. Now, if you want to save this information in the database, you have like specific way to put this information. Okay, specific way. Don't worry about this thing. This is first time. It's very simple. It's super simple. But since it's the first time, that's why it sounds like complicated. All you need to memorize here: date, timestamp with time zone. These three things. And date means like format, like this. I have day, month, and then year. Timestamp, day, month, year, and then here hour, minute, second. And then this is the same thing with this, but also with time zone. Okay, like a plus or minus, and then hour and minute. Here, first thing is the hour and the minute. We're not talking, like I said, again details. That's fine. Now another thing is also we have, it's called blob data type. Is like binary large object. Now what that means, let's say we have sometimes song database with a big picture or song, right? This kind of information we can save in the database. Whenever we save a picture or song, we use this kind of database. Okay, like image or sound. Okay, and then we have glob also. It's called character large object. Okay, here we have like say like a really big like say paper, like say you have an essay that is like say 300 pages, or a book. Let's say book. Okay, a book. How do you save a book in a database? A character large object. Okay, we're going to talk in details all going forward. We're going to talk about everything, but right now we need to know in character we have two types: char and varchar. Number, we have just number, and it's called P and S bracket. Like first is the precision, and the second one is scale. And then date, we have three kinds: date, timestamp with time zone, and then we have blob or CLOB. Okay, blob means binary large object for image and sound, and then character large object is like book, as an example. Not only book, it is just one of the example. Okay, so that's all. So that's all. Whatever I show you today, you need to memorize in next class. Okay, we talk about this different DDL, like DDL, DML, TCL, right? These four type of thing we talk. And then we also talk about these data types. These two things you must have to memorize by next class. Okay, and to memorize what happened?
ETL যে বলছেন ওইটা কি মামা?
ETL টা হলো কি, is a type. Like whenever we put here, ETL means, let me show you.
But this is not ETL, right?
No, ETL is extract, transform, load. Okay. Now, like say you have a database, right? Database. Like you have a database. Let's say in database you have in Dallas. Okay, Dallas. And you moving the data from Dallas to New York. Okay, now in here maybe you have in database in Oracle, right? Now here you are putting in the SQL or Microsoft. Okay, so database you have in Dallas. Let's say you have a company in Dallas, right? Now this company, a New York company, bought it, so they are moving all their data from Dallas to New York, and then their database is Oracle, but in New York their database is SQL Server. So they are moving all the data from here to here. Right, so they have to extract meaning pull all the data here, pull them. Extract meaning you're getting it, right? Now transform meaning you have to change it if necessary, not always, but you have to change it, right? Because whatever table they have, you don't have this table here, right? It is a new table, so you have to change something here. So there's a change if necessary, and then once you finish changing, you are loading it here, right? Loading in the table. So that's called loading. So all these things you are doing. So you have to test it, the data that is here and is coming here. Are they correct? Did you miss anything? right? Those are the things to test. Now, how do you test it? Let's say you have to check the data here. So you have to select, right? Using the select, and then you have to select here too. So then to check the data, you need to know SQL, right?
जी
That's all we are learning right now. Whatever we are learning right now is called SQL, structured query language.
और SQL এর পরে আমি ETL বুঝবো এর আগে বুঝবো
Right?
না
ETL
তাই
is
না
theory. ETL is theory, nothing but a theory. To do it,
ওকে
you need SQL. SQL is the programming language of database.
ওকে
Okay, SQL is the programming language of database. If you want to do anything, like say, if you want to see the data, delete the data, change the data, or you want to do anything with the data, you need SQL.
জি
Okay, so that's why we're learning SQL. Once we learn the SQL, this ETL thing is takes not long. Just the theory you're going to explain, but you have to be good at SQL. If you are not good, you are not going to be able to do it. But one thing
ওকে
I'm telling you, you have to practice. Whatever you did before, all you did basically is little bit practice and memorization. Now it's completely opposite. It's like 25% memorization, 75% practice. You'll remember that. If you study 1 hour, make sure you practice 45 minutes and 25 minutes you study. So it's very
I'm
important.
good with memorization. I can memorize.
You can memorize?
Yeah, I'm pretty good memorize
Good, good.
it.
It's very
Pretty good.
important. It's very important because here you have to memorize. Otherwise, everything will be gone. Okay. Memorize and of course, in understanding. So, so two things. First things tomorrow. I mean, you're gonna memorize all this before the next class, and then another thing is you're gonna try to install it tomorrow or whenever you do it before Saturday. Okay, before Saturday. Don't wait for Friday though. Okay, Friday I'm usually a little bit busy. So by Thursday, try to install it. If you cannot, text me or call me, leave me a message, and I'm going to call you back and I'm going to sit down for 10-15 minutes and just to make sure that you have it ready. Okay. And whenever you do it, also understand how you are doing it. So in future, you will need that also. Okay. Okay. That's it, ma'am. Any question, anything else?
No, but